Have you ever felt like pursuing your spiritual journey often clashes with the financial realities of the modern world? It's a conflict many face, where the pursuit of inner peace, purpose, and higher consciousness seems at odds with the need to earn money, pay bills, and save for the future. This tension can leave you feeling stuck, unsure of how to balance the two without compromising your values or well-being. In this video, we'll explore how to bridge this gap and create a life where spirituality and financial stability work together in harmony. The idea isn't to choose one over the other, but to discover how they can complement each other, helping you achieve a fulfilling, balanced life. You might have heard or even internalized messages like, "Money is the root of all evil," or "To be truly spiritual, you must renounce material wealth." These beliefs can make it hard to feel comfortable with financial success, even when it supports your deeper goals. The truth is, money is simply a tool, a resource that can amplify your purpose when used intentionally. By the end of this video, you'll walk away with practical steps to shift your mindset, align your financial habits with your spiritual values, and move toward a more prosperous, meaningful life. Whether you're struggling to manage your finances, unsure how to charge for spiritually oriented work, or just seeking clarity on this complex relationship, this guide is for you. Let's dive into this journey together, breaking down the barriers that hold you back and uncovering strategies that empower you to live fully, spiritually grounded and financially secure. At the heart of the struggle between spirituality and finances lies a deep cultural and emotional divide. Many of us have been conditioned to see money and material wealth as opposing forces to a spiritual life. This tension is not new. It's woven into centuries of societal narratives, religious teachings, and cultural values that glorify selflessness and asceticism while often portraying wealth as inherently corrupting or unworthy. One common belief is that spiritual people should focus solely on intangible pursuits like inner growth, enlightenment, or service to others. These ideals are undoubtedly noble, but when taken to extremes, they can lead to guilt or discomfort around earning, saving, or spending money. For some, there's even a fear of judgment, being seen as less spiritual if they pursue financial success. On the other hand, the modern world demands financial literacy and stability. Rent, healthcare, education, and even tools for spiritual growth, like courses, retreats, or time for self-reflection, all require resources. Ignoring this reality can create a cycle of stress and scarcity, which ironically pulls you further away from the peace and focus needed to thrive spiritually. This divide can be seen in subtle ways too. Consider how the phrase, "following your passion," is often paired with the notion of sacrifice. Many feel that pursuing their higher calling must come at the expense of financial security, as though the two are mutually exclusive. This mindset can lead to burnout, resentment, or unfulfilled potential, making it harder to sustain the very work or purpose you're passionate about. Take, for instance, a therapist offering holistic healing services. They may struggle to set fair prices for their work, feeling conflicted about charging for something that feels sacred or tied to their mission. But this mindset often leads to undercharging, overworking, and financial instability, ultimately compromising the quality of the service they provide. The good news is that these challenges stem from learned beliefs and patterns, which means they can be unlearned. By identifying and addressing these narratives, it's possible to shift the relationship between spirituality and money from one of tension to one of alignment. The idea that money and spirituality are inherently at odds is rooted in myths that have persisted for generations. These myths, while often well-intentioned, can create significant barriers to financial stability and personal growth. To move toward a more harmonious relationship with money, we must identify and dismantle these limiting beliefs. The first myth is the idea that money is the root of all evil. This is perhaps the most pervasive myth. Its origins stem from a misinterpretation of the biblical phrase, "The love of money is the root of all evil." The original intent wasn't to demonize money itself, but to caution against greed and the prioritization of wealth above moral and spiritual values. In truth, money is neutral. It's a tool that amplifies the intentions of its user. When used wisely, it can fund charitable causes, support personal growth, and provide a stable foundation for pursuing your higher purpose. Another common belief is that, to be spiritual, you must renounce material wealth. This belief often stems from historical examples of monks, sages, or ascetics who lived in poverty to focus on their spiritual practice. While their paths are admirable, they're not the only valid expressions of spirituality. Modern spirituality is about alignment, not deprivation. It's entirely possible to live a deeply spiritual life while enjoying material comfort. In fact, Financial stability can free you to focus more fully on your spiritual goals, reducing the distractions of stress or scarcity. The myth that spiritual services shouldn't come with a price tag is another misconception. Many people in spiritually aligned professions, healers, coaches, or teachers, feel uneasy about charging for their work, believing that helping others should be its own reward. However, this mindset can lead to burnout and financial instability, ultimately limiting their ability to serve. It's important to recognize the value of these services. Just as a doctor or therapist deserves fair compensation for their expertise, so too do spiritual practitioners. Charging for your work isn't about greed. It's about sustaining your mission and respecting the energy and time you dedicate to others. To overcome these myths, we need to adopt new perspectives. Money is a resource for good. It can help you live your purpose more fully and make a positive impact in the world. Abundance is a state of mind. True wealth comes from a sense of alignment and gratitude, not from a specific dollar amount. You are worthy of receiving. Charging for your work allows you to give sustainably and generously. Now that we've addressed the myths and reframed the narrative around money and spirituality, it's time to dive into actionable steps. These practices will help you create a harmonious relationship between your spiritual values and financial habits, enabling you to live a life that reflects both purpose and prosperity. The first step is to understand your relationship with money. Your financial behaviors and beliefs often stem from subconscious patterns developed during childhood. Reflect on the following questions. What messages about money did you absorb from your family or culture? Do you associate money with guilt, fear, or abundance? A practical exercise is to write down your current beliefs about money, then challenge each one. For example, limiting belief. If I focus on earning money, I'll lose sight of my spiritual values. Reframe. Earning money allows me to support causes aligned with my values and create a stable foundation for growth. This shift in mindset lays the groundwork for healthier financial habits. The second step is to create priorities that reflect your values. Aligning your financial goals with your spiritual values involves clarity about what truly matters. Start by dividing your goals into two categories. Spiritual goals, like attending meditation retreats or engaging in self-improvement, and financial goals, such as paying off debt, saving for the future, or investing in tools that enhance your well-being. A good rule of thumb is to assign your resources based on what brings the most alignment and growth. For instance, you might save a portion of your income specifically for experiences that nourish your spirit, like a yoga teacher training or a sabbatical for self-reflection. Building a basic financial plan is another crucial step. Even a simple plan can provide the structure you need to balance finances and spirituality. Start by tracking your income and expenses. Use a budgeting app or a spreadsheet to monitor where your money goes. This awareness is key to making intentional choices. You can also adopt the 50/30/20 rule with a twist. Spend 50% of your income on essentials, housing, food, utilities, 30% on personal growth and spiritual priorities, and reserve 20% for savings and investments. Set aside a purpose fund, 5 to 10% of your income, for activities or causes that reflect your spiritual mission, whether that's donating to a charity or supporting your passion projects. Another important step is to incorporate spiritual practices that foster abundance. Financial alignment isn't just about numbers, it's about mindset and energy. Integrating spiritual practices into your financial life can shift your perception of wealth and abundance. Spend 5 to 10 minutes daily visualizing a life where your financial needs are met, and you use your resources to make a positive impact. Gratitude journaling at the end of each day can also help shift your focus from lack to abundance. Write down 3 things you're grateful for, including financial blessings, no matter how small. Additionally, repeat affirmations like, "I am worthy of financial stability and abundance," or "Money flows to me easily and aligns with my highest purpose." Building a supportive community can also play a key role in maintaining balance. Seek out groups, mentors, or online forums where you can exchange ideas, share challenges, and celebrate successes. Consider forming a small group of like-minded individuals who meet monthly to discuss both spiritual practices and financial goals. Finally, it's important to accept that balance is a journey. Life circumstances change, and so will your priorities. Be patient and compassionate with yourself as you refine this equilibrium. Celebrate small wins, stay flexible, and adjust as needed. Real-life stories are incredibly powerful when it comes to understanding how spiritual and financial goals can coexist harmoniously. Hearing from individuals who have navigated these challenges can offer both inspiration and practical insights. Below are 2 examples of people who managed to bridge the gap between their spiritual practices and financial security, proving that these 2 areas of life can complement each other beautifully. Emma, the healer who found her worth. Emma is a Reiki healer who, like many in spiritually aligned professions, initially struggled with the idea of charging for her services. She deeply believed in the power of healing and felt a sense of responsibility to help others, but she often found herself giving away her time and energy for free or at a significant discount. The underlying belief was that offering spiritual healing should be a pure, selfless act, not something to be monetized. This left her feeling financially unstable and emotionally drained, as she gave without receiving much in return. Through a process of introspection and mindset shifts, Emma realized that her belief that charging for her services was a betrayal of her spiritual mission was not only limiting her financially but also devaluing the work she was offering. She learned that the exchange of money is simply a form of energy exchange, one that can sustain both the healer and the person receiving the healing. By setting clearer boundaries and charging fair rates for her services, Emma began to feel more confident in her work. She no longer felt guilt about earning money but saw it as a way to support her ongoing spiritual practice and personal well-being. Today, Emma enjoys a steady income from her healing business, and the financial stability she now has enables her to attend workshops, further her studies, and deepen her practice. This has allowed her to continue doing the work she loves, without the anxiety or burnout she previously faced. She believes that balancing financial prosperity with spiritual purpose has created a more sustainable path for her, one where both aspects of her life thrive together. Jason, the corporate professional who found alignment. Jason worked in a high-paying corporate job for many years, but despite his financial success, he felt a deep sense of unfulfillment. He had always been interested in mindfulness, personal growth, and spirituality, but his corporate lifestyle, demanding long hours, constant pressure, and the pursuit of financial success, left him disconnected from his true purpose. He felt torn between his lucrative career and his desire to pursue something more meaningful and aligned with his values. Rather than abandoning his career entirely, Jason took small, intentional steps to integrate his spiritual values with his work life. He began incorporating mindfulness and meditation practices into his daily routine, and he started to define success on his own terms, rather than by the standards of the corporate world. Over time, Jason began saving money with the goal of taking a sabbatical, using that time to explore spiritual practices in a deeper way, attend retreats, and expand his understanding of what truly mattered to him. During his sabbatical, Jason realized that he could combine his corporate experience with his passion for personal development. He began offering coaching services, helping others find purpose in their careers. Though his income initially decreased, he found greater satisfaction in this new path, and he was able to attract clients who appreciated the blend of professional and spiritual guidance he offered. Jason's journey shows that financial success doesn't have to come at the cost of spiritual growth. By making thoughtful choices and integrating his values into his career, he was able to build a more fulfilling and balanced life. Today, he enjoys a career that allows him to help others find meaning in their work while still maintaining financial security and peace of mind. These 2 stories highlight the diverse ways in which individuals have navigated the intersection of spirituality and financial needs. Whether it's reevaluating how to charge for spiritually aligned work or redefining what success means, both Emma and Jason demonstrate that it is entirely possible to honor both your spiritual and financial needs. They've learned that balance is not about sacrifice but about alignment, choosing what fits with your values and working to create a life that nurtures both your soul and your material well-being. At the heart of everything we've discussed is one fundamental truth: spirituality and finances do not have to be at odds. They can work together, supporting each other, when approached with intention and clarity. You don't have to choose between living a fulfilling, spiritually grounded life and being financially secure. In fact, aligning these 2 aspects of your life can create a sense of purpose, stability, and fulfillment that benefits not just you but those around you as well. We've explored how the myths around money and spirituality can limit your growth, and we've provided practical steps to help you create a life of balance and alignment. The key is understanding that money is a tool. It's not inherently good or evil, but how you use it can amplify your values and intentions. By shifting your mindset, prioritizing your spiritual goals, and incorporating healthy financial habits, you can begin to create the life you truly desire. Your next step is to start small but take action. Begin by reflecting on your current relationship with money. What beliefs do you hold about finances? Challenge those limiting thoughts and reframe them in ways that support both your financial health and spiritual growth. Consider revisiting your financial goals, setting clear intentions for how you want your money to serve your purpose, and taking actionable steps toward those goals. Whether it's setting a budget that supports your values, seeking out a financial coach, or simply practicing gratitude for the abundance you already have, every small step moves you closer to a life of balance. Remember that this journey is not about perfection, it's about alignment. Celebrate your growth, be kind to yourself, and trust that every step you take is leading you to a more prosperous and spiritually fulfilling future. Take action today. Start by embracing the idea that you deserve both financial abundance and spiritual peace. You are worthy of creating a life that reflects both your deepest values and your material needs. Begin your journey today, and watch how your life unfolds with more purpose, peace, and prosperity.